Hey, shalom to the elect. I want to start by giving all the praises, honor, and glory to whom it rightfully belongs, which is Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Kwadash. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh is the one the world ignorantly calls God. Bahashem means in the name. Ba means in, Ha means the, and Shem means name. Yahweh Shai is the true name of the Messiah. Yahweh Shai is the one the world ignorantly calls Jesus. Yah means he, and Yahweh Shai means save or deliver. So Yahweh Shai's name means he is the savior, or he is the deliverer. Yahweh's name, Yah means he. Yahweh means to be or exist. So Yahweh's name means he exists, or he is, or he to be. Right? Yahweh and Yahweh Shai are not so-called white men, they are so-called black men. Bahashem, once again, meaning in the name. And Rakha Kwadash means Holy Spirit. Rakha means spirit, and Kwadash means holy. So I said all the praises, honor, and glory belongs to Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect. All right. And this lesson, just talking with a brother and things like that, And really, one thing that we was talking, spiritually, one thing that came to mind, was one thing that came to mind, man, or amongst our talk was pretty much you won't be able to enjoy life until the kingdom, like to really fully enjoy it. You won't be able to into the kingdom, and also that hey man, this stuff in this society, this world, man, it's going to fade away. These people in this world, man, they have all these possessions that, that they these nice possessions and things like that. They work hard for these different things they have in the world. They want all these things, but all hell's gonna break loose, and ultimately that stuff is gonna get taken away from them. But this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, and verse 45. And therefore they that labor in vain. Okay, because the people, right? They they working, and they get all these, somebody might have a nice car, nice house, and things like that. And these are some of their prized possessions, within this society, within this eon, okay, within this age. Rules of Esau ruling. They have, their possessions and things like that, right? But all that stuff, see, the difference is the elect ain't attached to that. You see, to different things that they have. But these people in the world, oh yeah, they're attached. They don't have the same hope that the elect have, making it out of here. All right, America being destroyed, us getting delivered. They don't have that hope. Okay, they don't have the same hope. So what do they? So they're attached to these things. I mean, they don't want it to leave. They don't want these things to depart from them, man. You see, but nevertheless, these things are going to get these different things we have are going to get destroyed. You see, and with that, all right, because let me get this right. Because once again, I say, this also goes to show you won't be able to really fully and enjoy life. Because, well, let me just get one point at a time. But this is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, starting in verse 40. O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. And a pilgrim is a wanderer, somebody moving about. All right. So when all hell breaks loose, the Lord is going to have certain men, moving around, just, on the move pretty much. All right. You find yourself walking through different cities and all that. But in order to do that, how can somebody do that if they're attached, to these, to these things that they have in the society, their possessions? How can you, become a pilgrim? If a pilgrim is somebody on the move, you're not sticking to the things, that you have. You want to move, man. All right, you ready to lose? You ready to, you're not going to stay with the things that you have, okay? So, hey, the elect, some of the elect brothers, they going to be on the move, man. See, but the elect ain't attached to this stuff in the world. We know it's going to fade away, We know that this world ain't going to last forever, How's it gonna last forever when all hell's gonna break loose? You see? Salakia. Wait 1 second. Verse 41. He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. He that occupieth the merchandise is he that hath no profit by it, and he that buildeth is he that shall not dwell therein. He that soweth as if... So, like a brother said, you can have different stuff, going on for yourself in America. You can have, like a business or whatever, things of that sort, right? You might, have like, you might have some stuff, but pretty much understand that, these things is temporary, okay? All right? It says, he that occupieth merchandise as he that hath no profit by it, and he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell there. I read that. Verse 43, he that soweth as if he should not reap, so also he that planteth the vineyard as he that shall not gather the grapes. They that marry as they that shall get no children, and they that marry not as the widowers, and therefore they that labor in vain. Because all that stuff is going to end up being destroyed. You see? The stuff that we have, man, it's not forever, man. All right? See, but people in the world, you got to get ready to lose, man. And the thing was, because the other point I wanted to make is you won't be able to fully enjoy you won't be able to fully, enjoy life until the kingdom, right? Because people in the world, right? They think that, when you talk to somebody in the world, they don't understand, that stuff is going to get destroyed, right? So, they talk about years from now, how they're going to be living and stuff like that. They talk about how things are going to, trying to plan for the future and all of this extra stuff, right? That's what they do, right? So, understand, that they think pretty much, all right, Salakia. Just driving, trying to make sure of something real quick. Salakia. All right, but pretty much, they think, they're talking like that, they're thinking about enjoying life, enjoying their life and living out the rest of their life, okay? But being that stuff is temporary, and that all hell is going to break loose, because what? 2 Ezra 15, describe, well, let's get it actually, man, all right? 2 Ezra 15, and verse 5, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. All right? So, if the Lord is going to bring these plagues upon the world, okay, and then also, well, let me just say this, the Lord going to bring these plagues on the world, then how are you going to be able to live out life and enjoy it on this side? You see? 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 5. Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? All right. Verse 2, 2 Ezra 16 and 2. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair, bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. So how is somebody going to be able to do this? How's somebody going to be able to enjoy life if these things are coming? You see? How's somebody going to be able to, enjoy life on this side if these things are going to happen? So people in the world talk about living years and years and years on from now, planning for the future. They want to enjoy life, but you won't. Not on this side, because once again, all hell is going to break loose. All right, you can see when all hell does break loose, people are, their expectations of living life out is going to fail. It's going to be just straight survival mode. All right. And they don't have the same mindset the elect have. So they're just going to fold when all hell breaks loose, man. They're in a really bad position. You see? But, I was saying was, you won't really be able to live life out and enjoy life until the kingdom. You won't really, have a bunch of children and, have a bunch of women and build your houses and everything on this side, you see? Living life to the fullest, enjoying life. You're not going to be able to do that until the kingdom, really. Because, you got some Jakes that, do live their life, how they want to. They want to live it lavishly and all of that stuff. All right? But even with them, they, like, for example, some of these rappers and stuff, they're going to die too. You see? They're going to catch judgment too. All right? So, trying to live your life out on this side, it's not going to happen. You won't be able to the kingdom. Okay? And especially, you won't be able to, because look, this is the book of Proverbs. You won't be able to, the wicked are in rulership. This is Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. And the righteous ain't in authority. Okay? The wicked is in authority right now. The wicked are bearing rule right now. All right? The elect, Yahweh Shai and his elect are not in rulership currently. Okay? So they're not in rulership right now. The world is going to be, the world ain't going to be rejoicing. It says, but when the wicked beareth rule, people mourn. And who is the wicked? The so-called white man. All right? Esau. Malachi 1. Let's get that. This is the book of Malachi, chapter 1 and verse 4. And it says, whereas Edom saith, and Edom is the in the Hebrew Adawam, okay? And that is, that's so-called white people as a whole, man. All right, the whole entire nation of Edom. It says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, meaning beat down, we will return and build the desolate places. And this happened, when they fell. Okay, once the so-called white man had fell, back during the time, when the Western Roman Empire collapsed, and then after that, the Dark Ages, okay, where Jake was in rulership in Europe. All right, and then after that, they came back into power, but we will return and build the desolate places. The Renaissance, it talks about in Revelation 20. It's in a different way. So the scriptures do say the same things, all right, but just in a different way. Okay, and then it says, they shall, thus saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. You see? So the so-called white man is called the border of wickedness. So he's the wicked. And why is he called this? Because he's a wicked being. Okay? Wickedness. Look. Pretty much everything he does is wicked. This is Proverbs precept. Proverbs 4:4-16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief. And their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. That's how the so-called white man is, man. He's just a wicked being. Look at the stuff. Look at the stuff he does. You got chemtrails in the air, food, all right, and messing up the minds, of men and women, making men wanting to be, HOMOs, and women wanting to, not, be with men, and that harms reproduction. Okay, that harms reproduction, man. So that adds to it too. How are you going to want to live out this life or enjoy life, and part of enjoying life, having kids and all of that, seeing kids, as I mentioned before, that can be a part of it, right? How are you going to do that when you got the wicked bearing rule and making, the men turn away from the women and the women turn away from the men? So let's get back to it. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. You see, but the righteous ain't in authority yet. See, the wicked are bearing rule right now. You see, but the righteous are going to be in authority one day. You see, and when but there has to be a transition of power. From one person to the other. All right. So when Yahweh Shai comes back, all right, and sets up his kingdom, then it's going to be righteousness on earth, which ultimately will bring peace on earth, man. You see, but once again, it has to be a transition, and within that transition, people are going to lose a lot. People are going to lose their well-being, their lives, all right, the things that they hold near and dear, their possessions. Okay, they're going to lose that, and that time is called Jacob's trouble, because during Jacob's trouble in World War III, all right, which is going to be a time, which is going to be a time period where power transitions from the so-called white man, all right, and he loses it because Yahweh Shai is going to come back in the midst of all of that. And when Yahweh Shai comes back, ain't no devil going to be rule. You know, when I say ain't no devil going to be ruling, meaning his time of rulership is going to be over. Okay, so that time period, Jacob's trouble in World War III, that's going to be, you know, pretty much, you know, that's going to be, you know, that like middle phase, so to speak. When I say middle phase, you know, that middle phase of power going from Esau to Jacob. Okay, if you understand what I'm saying, right? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, right? And verse, because you look, man, peace on earth, because look, in the kingdom of heaven, right? Here it is, you know, when the righteous are in authority, look, righteousness is going to be here, you know, on the earth, you know, so you're not going to have stealing and killing. You see, how you going to enjoy, how if you try to enjoy life on this side, somebody could kill you and then take your stuff, or somebody could steal what you have, and then how you going to enjoy it? People get their whole accounts hacked, you know, and their bank accounts hacked, and all their money gone, and now their life literally goes from living from glamour to shit. Okay, you know, let me just make sure something real quick. Okay, it'd been bad if I was recording and the mic wasn't on. Okay, but you know, you know, that happens. Okay, but in the kingdom of heaven, you won't have stuff like that. You see, and guess what? When the kingdom of heaven is here, you're not gonna have another Jacob's trouble. Ain't no more war gonna happen. You see, that's when you really, you know, that's when, you know, let me just say it like this. That's when we'll really be able to live our lives, man. You know, and enjoy life. We're gonna have children. The scriptures say, man, read Isaiah the 60th chapter. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, right? Our women aren't gonna be against us. There ain't gonna be no more of this feminism BS. All right, this is the book of Isaiah, the 60th chapter, right? And it's 22nd verse. A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai will hasten in this time. How is a little one gonna become 1,000? That means is we're gonna have many children. Okay, and we're gonna have a lot of women to have these many children. And this also is a cut to those saying that we're not gonna have sex in the kingdom, because this is a kingdom chapter. Okay, and it says in the kingdom that a little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation, man. You know, we're gonna have children, whole lots of them, and ain't gonna be no rebellious children. You see, Jake, and guess what? You're gonna have real wealth in the kingdom too. You're not gonna have, you know, Federal Reserve notes in the kingdom of heaven. You see? You know? This is the book of Job, because this is real wealth. This is the book of Job, chapter 1 and verse 3. His substance, talking about Job's substance, was also 7,000 sheep and 3,000 camels and 500 yoke of oxen and 500 she asses. Slovakia. It says, and a very great household, so that this man was the greatest of all the men of the East. So that's what real wealth is. Okay, having, you know, cattle and land and different things. All right, that, not having just a stack of money, man. That's not real wealthiness. Okay, you know. See, and we're gonna have it in the kingdom, man. You know, shit. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 2, and verse 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance. You see, Jake. So we're gonna have the heathen as slaves. Okay. You know, they're gonna be building our kingdom up. They're gonna be, and like a brother said, your house is built. You know, a house is built to how, you know, a person's, you know, body, pretty much. Speak, you know, you walk in the room, the doorway has to be a certain height, okay, you know, etc. And we're gonna be tall as hell in the kingdom, man. We're gonna have spiritual power, so you might have a room, like a brother said, you might have a room to where you just teleport inside of, okay. You know, and our palaces are gonna be elegant, man. You know, all of that. You see, we're gonna have the nicest clothes, the finest stuff, and our slaves are gonna be the ones to do that. You see. But Psalms 2 and 8 says, ask of me and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. So even, like a brother said, even the most beautiful parts on the earth, man, Jacob's gonna have in their possession. Right now, Esau has, is enjoying the fatness of the earth. Okay? But we gonna have that though. Alright? So and think about how you gonna enjoy life when you're not even in the homeland of your forefathers. So like what? You're not even set back in your own homeland, but you want to enjoy life. Lucky. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 1. For the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own lands. This has to happen. This ain't happened yet. All 12 tribes have to be put back in the homeland. All the 12 tribes of Israel have to go home. And this has not happened yet to this day. To this day, it has not happened. Ever since we've been scattered, all right, this has not happened, People have been scattered. And what? The northern kingdom left, during the Assyrian captivity. And the southern kingdom got kicked out, in 70 AD officially, and brought to, different parts of the world, man. Slave trade and everything. Okay? But all 12 tribes got to go home. It says, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Okay? So we're going to have slaves. Here it is. We really going to be living. You think, just because, you might have, you look at these rappers and shit, they can do stuff the average person can't. It's only why it looks glamorous, because the average person can't do it. Going places all the time, having all this money and wealth and all of that, or riches rather, having all this money, it's because that it looks like that because the average person can't do that. But in the kingdom of heaven, the regular Israelite gonna have more than that, man. I believe it. Okay. And then you're gonna have slaves taking care of stuff, so stuff is gonna get done. When you have more people to do stuff, stuff gets done. Okay? And the slaves, that's gonna be their fucking life. A goddamn slave. We slaves right now. We gotta build up this kingdom. We still keep this shit running. You look at some of these stores, man, and these nice places to go, even. Even in some restaurants in the nicest neighborhoods or places or stores in the nicest neighborhood, you see most of the time Jake working there, Israelites working there, man. You see a heathen, you see heathens too, but for most of the part, you see Israelites working there. Who do you think runs the bus system? The bus. Who do you think drives the bus most of the time, Jake? Who do you think works at the mail office most of the time, Jake? Who do you think working these clothing stores most of the time, Jake? Who do you think works behind the food and stuff most of the time, Jake? People, Dunkin' Donuts and shit. You see Elon there a lot of times too, but Jake be working there too. These supermarkets, Jake. Whether it be Southern or Northern Kingdom. Alright? But, look, man. We ain't living right now. Alright? We need our... Look, when we have no oppressor, then you can, then we'll be alright. And that ain't gonna happen until Yahweh Shai returns. Verse 3, and this shall, when the Lord come and take away our oppressors, or when we don't have nobody oppressing us. Isaiah 14 and 3, and it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear, from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king. See, so hey, we're gonna have rest, man. We're gonna have rest. Okay? We're gonna have rest. You see? Ain't no more slavery. Ain't no more 9 to 5s, man. Ain't no more none of that, man. It says, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon. I say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai hath broken the staff of the wicked, and the scepter of rulers, not to the Lord coming back to do. Okay, let me jump down. Verse 7. The whole earth is at rest, and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, Since thou art laid down, no fellow has come up against us, man. You see? Look, so when Esau goes down, once again, the righteous, hey, look, when the righteous are empowered, people rejoice, okay? When Esau goes down, people gonna be happy. The world gonna be a better place, pretty much, okay? Right now, it's not a good place, man. So you don't even want to bring another life into this society, into this rulership. Here it is. A man's supposed to have a woman, and a woman's supposed to have a man, and they have children, But you can't even do that in this world. You can't, without. When I say you can't even mean it. Slocky, I should have emphasized it more, explained it more. You pretty much can't. You have a child in this society, it's going to be a problem. Because here it is, now a woman looks at that as an advantage to get money from you. Or even sometimes the man really just don't want to take care of his child, and now the kid grows up in a single parent household with the mother being that single parent, But now you have some children in society, man. Look, man. It's going to be hell. It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 30, and verse 17. Death is better than a bitter life or continual sickness. Yeah, it's better. Pretty much, it's better to die than to live a bitter life, and we all live bitter lives here, man. And we get continually sick in these mortal bodies, man. We get continually sick over and over and over and over and over again. You see, so we really living in hell, man. You see, but even on a smaller note, it's better, having a world. Because we're going to have the world, we're going to have planets, okay? We're going to have women, children, all right? We're going to have rulership, sovereignty. Sovereignty is another, thing where you don't have nobody over you. No other nation ruling over you. Okay? Sovereignty is when you pretty much got your own. Okay? All right? But on a smaller note, right? So like someone will say, oh yeah, on a smaller note, just the little things, you ain't even gonna be. It's not even gonna be sad in the kingdom no more. The curses are gonna be off of us. Think about that, man. All these curses, man. The woman ain't gonna be against her man no more. The man, the Jake man, isn't gonna be enemies to his fellow Israelite man. Okay. You ain't gonna have to worry about another man coming and sleeping with your woman. You don't have to worry about that in the kingdom. You see? We're gonna really have peace of mind in the kingdom for real, man. Peace of mind is priceless. But look, this is Revelation, the 21st chapter, in the 4th verse. And Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death. So we ain't gonna die no more. We're going to have the law, statutes, the commandments in our inward parts, so therefore we won't be able to sin, and therefore we won't be able to die, right? Neither sorrow. Yeah, it ain't going to be sad, man. Ain't going to be no heartbroken Israelite in the kingdom. Ain't going to be sad. Ain't going to be, how you see Jake now. Jake, sad and down and all that, for different reasons. Nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, mental pain, even physical pain. Ain't going to have no back aches. Ain't going no coughs, all right? Ain't gonna be no pain, man. This is amongst Israel. All right? For the former things are passed away. So look, man, we're really gonna be able to enjoy life in the kingdom of heaven. Okay? That's when you're really gonna be able to live life. Okay? To the fullest. You're gonna be able to eat real food, man. You're not even eating real food, man. How are you gonna enjoy life if you're not even eating real food? Ezekiel 4:13. Even in Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, where I will drive them. We eat defiled bread. Okay, the food you got, you gotta pick the best out of the worst foods. It's like women, you gotta pick the best out of the worst. All right. Regarding food, you gotta pick the best out of the worst foods, man. You get some healthy stuff, it's still been tampered with. The water even. How the fuck do you mess with water? Come on now, your air. So you really ain't living life to the fullest, man. All right. You see, the elites is the ones that's doing good right now. Jake ain't. But you really ain't gonna. But stuff is going to change, okay? And this is another reason why we need these prophecies to happen, man, so we can actually get up out of here. And once again, you got to be willing to, lose these possessions you have, man. You got to be willing to lose a lot. You have to, okay? It's important. If you stuck to it, you're going to go with it, because these things are going to be destroyed, man. You're not willing to give up nothing, all right? Say, look, you might need that charagma going to be made mandatory. If you ain't willing to give up stuff for that, and you take that charagma because you ain't ready to give stuff up, then look, you're going to be destroyed. All right, you're going to die with your possessions, because they still going to die. You see, so these possessions we have, they're going to go either way. Whether you attach to it or not, it's going to go either way. When I say don't be attached to it, man, don't put your all into it. I'm saying, not like just get rid of everything you have and just be out here just willing, like all, just without nothing, just stranded out here. Now, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying don't be, just so into these things. Have the mindset that these things are temporary, man. You got a business or whatever running, cool, that's good. I'm not saying to throw your business away, just be ready to, have things, just be ready to depart from that, okay? Understand that it's temporary. And our eternal things that we will have in the kingdom, man, our possessions will last forever. Forever, man. You're going to have a palace. You ain't going to have to give your palace. What you got to give your palace up for? What you got to give up your chariot for and your nice clothes and crown? Well, you definitely ain't going to give up your crown. A king don't give his crown up, man, but, I say that meaning, once again, right? Pretty much in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to have possessions of, really going to be able to live life then, man. All right? And our possessions are going to last forever. Okay? And in order to, hey, man, look, you got the message, man. Understand that these things are temporary, all right? And we will be able to enjoy life in the kingdom. So, look, it ain't nothing wrong with, just getting by right now. Because you see what I have, all these nice stuff in the society, it's going to go anyhow, man. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 30. Starting in verse 8. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Give me food. Feed me with food convenient for me. Salakia. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Right. So, pretty much asking the Lord, don't let you be dirt poor, neither do, be filthy rich. You just want that middle ground, just enough to get by. Just enough to, have the bills handled, clothes on your back, food in your stomach, and that's that. You don't have to, you got this wisdom, knowledge, understanding. That's going to carry you, man, to the chariots, Lord willing, you the elect. So, ain't nothing wrong with the middle ground, man. Ain't nothing wrong with, just having, your little, your amount, your small amount on the side. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If you got a brother, and if your brother, you got some money, that's good. Okay? We just understand that these things are temporary, man. All right? Be willing to lose, including your life. When it comes down to this truth. So, hey, with that, I want to give all the praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, every well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect. Shalom to the elect.